Hi everyone, I'm back with more studying for cybersecurity. I did an extra week of units without recording it, so now I'm going to be on the beginning of week 3. So I just finished watching the introduction to week 3 video, and now I'm on 3.1, which is all about viruses. Okay, now on to worms. Years ago, my computer was infected with a Trojan virus, in other words, the Trojan horse. I ended up having to factory reset that laptop because I couldn't afford to take it to a professional to get it sorted. I didn't know that Trojans have become a serious problem with Android apps. I thought it was a computer thing rather than a phone thing. Ah yes, adware. Had one of those before. Oh, here's a task already. What I didn't know was I was about to embark on the longest task ever. Threatsaurus PDF. Threatsaurus, okay. Find a term you've not come across before. Oops, should I open that in a new tab? There we go. Find a term I am not familiar with. Advanced Persistent Threat. Well, there we go. First one. Advanced Persistent Threat, or APT. An Advanced Persistent Threat is a type of targeted attack. APTs are characterized by an attacker who has time and resources to plan an infiltration into a network. These attackers actively manage their attack once they have a foothold in a network and are usually seeking information, proprietary, economic, rather than simple financial data. APTs are persistent in that the attackers may remain on the network for some time. APTs should not be confused with botnets, which are usually opportunistic and indiscriminate attacks, seeking any available victim rather than specific information. That was a mouthful to read. Adware, yeah, do know what that is. Anonymizing proxy. Let's see what that means.
Anonymizing proxies allow the user to hide their web browsing activity. They are often used to bypass web security filters, such as to access blocked sites from a work computer. Okay. Anonymizing proxies hold security and liability risks for organizations. Security. The anonymizing proxy bypasses web security that allow users to access unauthorized web page. Liability. Organizations can be legally liable if their computers are used to view pornography, hate material, or to incite illegal behavior. There are also ramifications if users violate third-party licenses through illegal MP3, film and software downloads.
That makes sense. Auto-run worm. That's new.
Auto-run worms are malicious programs that take advantage of the Windows auto-run feature. They execute automatically when the device on which they are stored is plugged into a computer.
Wow, that's mad.
Auto-run worms are commonly distributed on USB drives.
Oh, I've seen this in mangas before where like somebody's trying to hack into someone's laptop and all they do is plug a USB in and it automatically starts scanning through their computer and copying files. So that's what I was looking at. These are called auto-run worms. Very interesting.
Autoplay is a similar technology to auto-run. It is initiated on removable media, prompting users to choose to listen to music with the default media player, or to open a disk in Windows Explorer. Attackers have similarly exploited autoplay, most famously via the
configure worm. Don't know what that is.
On patched and newer operating systems, Microsoft has set auto-run to off by default. As a result, auto-run worm should pose less of a threat in the future.
Oh, that's good to know. I don't know if Windows 7 has got this auto-run set to off, because my laptop still runs Windows 7, not Windows 10 or 11. That is my Windows laptop, because I actually mainly use a MacBook now. Backdoor Trojan. I've heard this before. A backdoor Trojan allows someone to take control of a user's computer without their permission. Terrible. Wow. Well-known backdoor Trojans include NetBus, Optics Pro, Sub7, Backorifice, and more. Recently, Zbot or Zeus. I haven't heard of any of these before. To avoid backdoor Trojans, you should keep your computer up to date with the latest patches, to close down vulnerabilities in the operating system, and run anti-spam and antivirus software. You should also use a firewall, which can prevent Trojans from accessing the internet to make contact with the hacker. And that's why we always have our firewall switched on. Boot sector malware. Not heard this before either. I mean, even though this course is an introduction to cybersecurity, but it is no means easy for people who have no prior background in this, because this is a lot to learn. So, boot sector malware spreads by modifying the program that enables your computer to start up. When you turn on a computer, the hardware looks for the boot sector program, which is usually on the hard disk, but can be on a CD, DVD, or flash drive, and runs it. This program then loads the rest of the operating system into memory. Boot sector malware replaces the original boot sector with its own modified version, and usually hides the original somewhere else on the hard disk. The next time we start up, the infected boot sector is used and the malware becomes active. Boot sectors are now used by some malware designed to load before the operating system in order to conceal its presence. For example, TDR rootkit. Not entirely sure what that means. Botnet. Ah, yes, here we go. The ones we looked at in the earlier modules. Okay, so these are the words in the Threatsaurus. Browser hijacker. This is loads. I need to spend a lot of time reading through this, really. I wonder why, computer viruses are often represented by, an octopus with, all these tentacles reaching out. I wonder how that came to be. Ah, cookie. Here's a common one. I should probably read up on this so I know exactly what it is, because you see it everywhere. So, cookies are computer and allow us to run details. When you visit the website, it's computer. This allows us to know details and cookies can be privacy by defining computer. Cookies are helpful. For example, when you visit the website, click the story browsers. A lot of information to read. Cookies also have benefits for webmasters that show page most used, providing useful and reasons on the site. Cookies can be stored in computer as small files and website. They contain information about activity on the website. When you visit the website, this data starts to again that website. Websites actually not profile of your interest. This information can be stored on other sites. Allowing websites to match your interest is further sensitive ads as you visit websites and not just seen that. You can only use cookies to track using security privacy settings in the browser. Data leakage. I've just noticed this file is 100 pages long. I don't think I'm going to have the brain capacity to read all of this today. Okay, so I've got to pick one and explain what it is in my own words. There was quite a lot that I didn't know. I'll pick one of the ones I've read through so far. That was the first one. Advanced Persistent Threat, or APT. Really don't think I'll be able to explain this one well. I know what an adware is. What about anonymizing proxy? Should I use this one? Is a type of malware that Newer operating systems are patched to turn auto run off by default. So these versions.
Hold on. So computers running these versions of operating systems
Are less vulnerable. Alright, let's read through what I've written. Auto-run worm is a type of malware that begins to infect, distribute itself onto computers as soon as the USB they are stored on is plugged in. Newer operating systems are patched to turn auto-run off by default, so computers running these versions of operating systems are less vulnerable to this type of threat. I don't know. Was that too overly simplified? Too short? Too brief? Oh well. Phew! This took absolutely ages just for this one part. I think I'm gonna have to call it a session. I did learn a lot of new information though, so I think that was worth my time. Alright, see ya!